Hey, what's up guys? Jason Julius here, and today we're breaking down real sexual performance anxiety tips. Not the overused hacks, but the ones that actually work when you're deep in your head and you can't get hard. And I'll show you the missing piece that 99% of advice skips, the energetic root of anxiety that keeps you stuck no matter how many tricks that you try. Now, most men think sexual performance anxiety is just nerves, so they reach for mental tricks or mantras or numbing sprays as if their dick is disconnected from their nervous system. But here's the truth. Performance anxiety isn't a mental problem. It's an embodiment problem. When you're not anchored in yourself, when you're disconnected from your breath, your balls, and your energy, your body short circuits. You lose presence, you perform. And performance built on fear always collapses. So in this video, I'll walk you through a set of sexual performance anxiety tips that don't manage symptoms. They shift how you show up from the inside out. So your nervous system calms and your sexual energy leads the room. Now, I've spent 19 years helping men master foreplay, unlock consistent female orgasms for their partner, and eliminate anxiety without chasing pills or porn detoxes. Not by teaching them to do more, but by teaching them how to be the man that she craves. So let's dive in. You're trying to perform when you should be feeling. The second you start wondering, am I hard enough or is she enjoying this? You've already left the moment. You've left your body. Anxiety shows up the moment you disconnect from your body. You're not in the moment, you're in the outcome, trying to control it, make it work, make her react. You're not feeling your breath, your own turn on, your heartbeat. You're managing the scene. Before sex, don't hype yourself up. Slow yourself down. Notice your breath. Feel your feet on the floor, the sensation of your clothes. When you feel yourself tighten up in bed, pause. Don't rush into performance mode. Drop into your breath. Touch her slower. Feel your own turn on. Let her arousal build without chasing it. Let her feel that tension stack, not through friction, but through your awareness. She can't open to a man who's not here. You're not a fantasy in her head. You're a pulse in her body. And if you want to be felt like that, you have to feel yourself first. When you're present with yourself, she can be present with you. That's where erotic tension is born. Not from what you do, but from what you feel and allow her to feel through you. But that only works if you combine it with this next point. Sexual performance anxiety isn't about skill, it's about signal. You could have a perfect body, killer stamina, and still be sexually forgettable. Why? Because performance isn't what turns her on. Polarity is. Most men think if they master the right technique, if they hit the right angles, time the thrusts, memorize her pleasure map, they'll win the game. But here's the reality. She's not judging your moves like a porn critic. She's reading your signal. She doesn't want a man who tries to do sex right. She wants a man who's anchored in his own turn on and transmits it without apology. And when you're anxious, disconnected, and doubting yourself, she feels it. Forget impressing her. Focus on transmitting something she can feel in her nervous system. Before you try to turn her on, feel your own arousal. Not from porn, not from fantasy, from your breath, your belly, the rawness in your spine. Let it build and don't rush to release it. Let it cook in your body until she can taste it on your skin. This is what most men miss. They're trying to get hard, trying to please, trying to last, but not one part of them is truly alive. The men who get stuck in performance loops are always chasing. The men who lead with calm, grounded energy don't have to perform at all. They create a ripple through her body before the clothes come off. That's impact. Now here's where most men mess this up. Sexual anxiety isn't solved through logic, it's melted through presence. You can't think your way out of performance anxiety. You can't out-strategize it. The second you try to fix it, you're reinforcing the root fear. I need to do something to be enough. But your mind isn't what makes her wet. Your presence is. Try this. Sit with her in silence before sex. Don't speak. Don't touch. Just look. Breathe. Hold the moment longer than feels comfortable. Let her feel the tension that you're not rushing to resolve. She's not craving perfection. She's craving resonance. A man who isn't rattled by uncertainty, who stays soft when she's quiet, who stays steady when the moment intensifies. That's what dissolves anxiety and ignites arousal. Now, if this part hits hard, if you realize you've been trying to think your way out of something that can only be felt, and you want a simple way to start rewiring your nervous system for real confidence, not performance, I created something for you. It's called the Authentic Confidence Exercise, and it's available for free right now at jasonjulius.com. It's not a trick, it's not a pep talk, it's the same internal shift I've walked thousands of men through. So if you're ready to stop performing and start leading with presence, go check that out. Now let's keep going. Your erection isn't the point, your energy is. Let's be blunt. If your confidence is tied to the hardness of your dick, you're not leading, you're performing. And nothing kills polarity faster than a man obsessed with whether he's getting it up or lasting long enough. Shift the focus. Instead of asking, am I hard enough? Ask, what is she feeling from me right now? Because most women would rather be ravished by a confident man with a semi than impaled by a guy who's stiff but disconnected. This is the moment your worth evolves. You stop measuring success by what your body does and start owning the energy that you bring. And ironically, that's what makes you hard again. That's what turns you on when you stop trying and start transmitting. But here's the one most guys never face. Shame lives in secrecy, but confidence grows in awareness. It's not your words, it's not your technique, it's the emotional static in your body that tells her something's off. Even if you don't say it, she can feel the doubt, the hesitation, the I hope this is good enough in your touch. Most men bury their sexual anxiety. They never talk about it, never look it in the eye. They just keep pushing, pretending, and hoping that it disappears. But shame thrives in secrecy, and silence feeds that fear. Speak it, name it, even if it's just to yourself in the mirror. Say, I'm afraid of not being enough. That's the moment that everything starts to shift, because now it's no longer hiding in the shadows. It's in the light, and you're still standing. This is what grounded masculinity looks like, feeling what's real, naming it, and staying present inside of it. When you can do that, you stop being afraid of losing control, and that's when your nervous system becomes your weapon. That's when sex becomes a playground instead of a performance. Now, you came here looking for tips on sexual performance anxiety, but what you just got wasn't a list of hacks. It was the real reason it keeps happening and the real path out. No more control, no more performance, but embodiment, awareness, and nervous system integrity. And here's what most people will never say out loud, that most men will never hear this message. They'll just keep spiraling in silence. But you now know where your power actually lives, in your body, in your presence, in your ability to feel, stay, and lead. This is your reminder that anxiety is not a death sentence, it's your invitation to depth. Just imagine what happens when you stop trying to impress her and start letting her feel you. Now hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more content on everything that you need to be successful as a man in and out of the bedroom. Comment below, I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences with performance anxiety and how this video might have helped you make that shift. And I'll see you next time.